Welcome back to another episode of Marvel Card Collecting and Investing. Hope you're all super well. Saturday, 10th of July. Thought I'd just jump on today quickly before I go to work. Yes, I know, sucks ass. I work weekends sometimes and I hate it. But it's all good because we're looking at Marvel cards today. And in particular, SGC. So why SGC? And you know, if you listen to previous videos, I've been hesitant about using them. And I've even said, and I don't want to go back on what I said, but at the moment for me, it's not viable. And I'll go into that in a second. But I think it's definitely worth noting what's happening. And I have my ear to the ground on these things. I think even Pokemon World, Sports Card World, I can see a similar thing happening. So now's a tricky time with grading. And if you don't watch my videos, I do all sorts of stuff around grading. I look at older cards in the 90s from Marvel, all sorts of different things, but I mainly look at the market, population reports, things like that. Because grading is what, for me, is a big thing and will be a bigger thing for Marvel cards in the future. Very important, in my opinion. So, yeah. PSA closed, BGS closed. You've got HGA, which are a new company, hybrid grading approach. Decent, look really cool colours on their slabs. But who's been around for years, who's been doing it for a long time, who is actually quite well respected, but probably doesn't get the recognition they deserve, is SGC. So you may think, oh, Nick, you're going back on what you were saying. Kind of, yes, but I think now is the time. Potentially to use SGC, and you may just think, "Oh, I'm following the bandwagon, etc., etc." But the bandwagon is the market, essentially, in a nutshell. So, yes, but so why? So I'm actually going to do a separate video, and I think it's going to be a kind of, not a beginner's guide, but how to grade with SGC, how you do it, because it's really super duper simple, and I'll show you what to do. But for me, living in the UK, it would cost me $90. So that's shipping and obviously the SGC grading fee, etc. So $90 to ship one card. So as I said before, you need to make sure, if you're doing this for investment or flip or collecting, and you just want the card to make sure it doesn't go down in value, you need to be careful what you're sending in terms of cards. So I personally won't send something that I don't know yet. I don't know. I need to be very careful what I'm sending. For example, Black Widow movie is out now. I'm dying to see it. I'm hoping I can see it later, potentially, but I don't know. I'll be on my own, but I don't give a shit because it's another Marvel movie. Obviously, we've got Loki as well on the Netflix series. Hope you're all enjoying that. I loved the last one. A little bit too talky for me still, but, it's good. It's very good. Right, I went off a tangent there. So anyway, it would cost me $90 with SGC to grade a card. In a separate video, I'm going to pick a card, I'm going to grade it, and we're going to follow the whole process through. And when it comes back, I'm just going to do one card as a tester. I think I've always said in previous videos that I wouldn't, but I think selecting the right card could be key. And yeah, I won't lose money because I don't want to lose money. I'm sure you don't either. So yeah, annoying. Living in the UK, it cost me $60 because of the delivery fee. So yeah, that'd be with FedEx Economy Air, $60. So yeah, frustrating. But that's a good point. My friends out there, if you and this is very cheeky, if you were kind enough to send a card for me on my behalf, I would love you forever. Just an idea. I'm joking, but yeah, just frustrating because if it just to cost me say $40, that would be great instead of $90. But anyway, enough about that. Let's have a look at what's been selling and yeah, let's go into the SGC pop reports as well, and just see what the kind of values are like at the moment, really. So, SGC have been around for years. I've just told you that. They're well regarded. But in terms of Marvel, you can see here, for example, this Holo SGC 8, which is a decent grade for a Holo, if you're comparing it to a PSA 8, that is a very good price considering. Excuse me. But that is far lower than a PSA 8 is likely to be at the moment. Not a huge amount off, but a bit lower. So 94 Marvel Masterpieces, Captain America, SGC 8.5, $40 sold for. SGC 8.5, again, Iron Man 8.5. That's a decent price. Like, you think about it. They're super hard cards to grade, by the way, these 93s, even the 92s, even 94s. But these brick, mine have got a lot of corner issues, whitening on some of the corners, some of the sides. So a decent grade and $65. I don't know how much they paid to get it graded, but think about this. If you're a flipper, for example, and you're doing this, it can be for various reasons. You could be wanting to get some stuff graded, so then you can then afford the card that you want, or the cards that you want, or the set that you want. That's the key bit, set. But yeah, like, it could be anyone. We could just be in it to flip. Like, it is what it is. But if it costs you, $30 to grade, minus your eBay fees, which is, this is 130 point, and it looks at eBay accepted offers. That's a little bit of profit. Like, I'd take it 13% eBay fees in general. Well, it is for me. I don't know why. Hopefully it is for you, but that's not too bad. That's not a lot of money. I'm just saying, you could go down that route and do that on a mass basis, but it's early days, guys. Like, Marvel cards, and I'm no expert. I'm very transparent with that. I've learned a huge amount over the last kind of 3-4 months, and I feel like I'm slowly getting there. But we're early in the Marvel card game. Like, and if you wanted to even, keep some of these cards for a longer term hold, or I don't think that's a bad play either, personally. And again, this is all completely my opinion, completely speculative. Please do your own research before spending any money, etc., etc. This, for me, is cheap. So 95 metal, Marvel Metal Carnage, card 71, STC 9, $29. That's a steal. That's PWCC. So again, though, it's just to bring home the point about you need to be careful what you're sending in. If it's costing you $30 to send a card in, and you're only going to sell it for $29, you're making a big loss. Not even a big loss, you're making a loss. So yeah, you just need to be super careful. 92 Marvel Universe Series 3 Holo SGC 8.5. So again, a really good grade considering. $24 for that, which again I think is quite cheap. So is there an opportunity to buy up some of these SGC cards? I would say yes. I would say it's a good opportunity, and as I said, we're early. So I think if you were to hold for a while, and you have to be very careful on the character, obviously grade of the card, like this is a good Holo 8.5 SGC. That's a good grade for a Holo. Yeah, but I think there's definite opportunity. Magneto SGC 9, $46 for the 1990 MU. That's a steal. Like, again, $30 to grade it. Someone's paid $46. I mean, and that and a PSA obviously goes for a hell of a lot more. There's no doubt about it. PSA prices are completely premium. Like, don't forget that. At the moment, will it change? Potentially, but I think they're going to go to the higher end stuff. So stuff like this, kind of not every day run of the mill, but the stuff that will be always kind of be around, that are being flipped, etc. Yeah. 1990 Stan Lee Marvel Universe SGC 9.5, $62. So again, we know the 9 sells for around, so the 10 sells to PSA 10 sells for $600 to $700. The 9 PSA 9 sells for, I think, I'll get this right, around 100 to 170, something like that, around that area. So yeah, nice, man. $62 for 9.5. That's nice. Marvel Metal SGC 9, $25. I mean, for me, if I need to stop doing this more, but I simply don't have time sometimes. That is a steal. So Marvel Metal 95. Marvel Metal's big at the moment. We know that. The Xbox, X-Men, Marvel boxes recently come out. Marvel Metal boxes come out, and there's a lot of hype around that, and a bit of nostalgia factor around the metal cards from 95, definitely. So an SGC 7 Venom, $25. Venom coming out of another movie, very important. And I do see that. I do see that happening with, and I keep repeating the same thing, but I do see that happening with the movies, the series, etc. So we looked at Loki prices before Loki was released. There was definitely a bump there, not huge, but definitely something there. And if you were to look at patterns from like the sports world, it's a similar thing. If like a player goes to the Hall of Fame, if a player tops the stats, a good, like a rookie year has a good year, like I see it in a similar fashion. And what I would say, guys, and I wanted to say this at the start, but we've got to this point, I'm seeing a hell of a lot of guys from Pokemon crossing over to Marvel. So you now have, and again, we're early days, so it's all good, but you now have the sports card guys going, what's this over here? You now have the Pokemon guys going, oh, what's this over here? And yeah, a couple of videos I watched last night on YouTube, Pokemon collectors looking at Marvel cards. That's amazing. That is great. So stuff like this, the Venom, buying at this price is okay. Like, in my opinion, is okay. But yeah, really good for the Marvel cards kind of market, and in terms of the IP is huge, so we don't need to talk about all that again. But it's just great. It's really, really good. Like, if you're wanting to do the flip thing, you can. If you're wanting to do the set collecting, character collecting, there's an abundance of opportunity at the moment. But I don't always think you think about the PMG Spider-Man card that sold $28,000, $28,000. That card, let's talk about it 5 years prior. Think about the price of that. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, in 5 years from now, what are we going to be looking like? Just think about that. Marvel Metal Carnage and Spider-Man 9.5 for... See, I personally wouldn't mind. You guys are probably thinking, You weren't saying this recently. You were, in your last video, you were saying SGC was... No, I'm not saying that. But if you could... the same logic applies. So if you could get a really nice... You could get a load of these 95 Marvel Metal cards, like the big characters. You could get the whole set, but that would just be ridiculous. You could do it, but $34 for an SGC 9.5. Carnage 95... 9.5, $41 for that. I mean, that's so cool. Great cards, great looking cards. Very nice. Marvel Masterpieces 93, Spider-Man 2099, SGC 9.5, $27. So again, PSA 10 sold for a fair chunk. I think I want to say 300-ish. So PSA 10, yeah, that was. So yeah, nice. These are PWCC cards. Spider-Man, Marvel Metal again, SGC 9, $36. Masterpieces again, 93, Thanos, $31. Marvel Masterpieces 2020. Foil Deadpool at $199, $20. I mean, SGC 8, foil. Man, I mean, someone's being clever buying all of these. It might not be the same person, but I'm just saying. $92 Marvel Masterpieces Iceman SGC 8.5999, $9.99. Sorry, I like this Flair Black Panther card. I think it looks wicked. 2019 Flair SGC 9, $21. SGC 9 again for 94 Marvel Masterpieces Black Panther, $10. That's nothing, man. That is nothing. Let's have a look at 95 Flair annual Human Torch SGC 9. But again, $9.99. Whoever's listed that, surely making a loss. And a load more Marvel Metal cards. You can see the prices. 33 for Spider-Man, Venom 16, 12, Spider-Man 2099 one, Scarlet Spider, interesting character. 92 promo Spider-Man 8.5 SGC, $27. 1990 SGC 10, 90 MU, $95. Love it. Oh, I would just say, I've just pointed out, I did watch a cool video last night from Marvelous Packs. If you don't follow him, go ahead and check him out. He's great. He did an SGC reveal and got some great, but super interesting to see. 95 Flair, Marvel Annual again, Spider-Man 8.5 SGC, $23. Pop 1 highest grade of 91 Punisher, Marvel Universe, $34.99 for SGC 9.5. Pop is everything. Pop is king. Who said that on the last video? I can't remember. Thank you, whoever commented. That was great. Doctor Doom, 93 Marvel Masterpieces, 2099 SGC 9, $35. Daredevil PSA SGC 10, $49. That's Marvel Metal 95. Sorry. Thanos Marvel Metal 95 SGC 9.5, $40. Wolverine SGC 92, Marvel Universe $50, SGC 9 for that. I mean, that's great. Magneto, I love this card. Sweet looking card. I love this set, to be fair. Something about this set for me is a little bit special. I couldn't tell you why. But yeah, 91 Marvel Universe Magneto SGC 9, $38. Magneto, man, we get on the Magnetos. I've actually got and a shout out to Graded Gamer again. I've got a Magneto PSA card coming to me soon, which I'm thrilled about. I love Magneto, and very important character. You got to be the biggest supervillain for sure. But I always think Magneto cards they always tend to put, like, this one pops, doesn't it? And that's just one example, but they just look great for whatever reason. It may just be my bias, but I don't know. So a load of these 91 Marvel Universe cards selling for an okay price. $41 for Captain America, Thanos $45 for SGC 9, Iron Man's armor SGC 9 $18, $37 for Hulk, Avengers SGC 9 $28. I mean, you like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Personally, like, if I had those 9 cards, graded cards, it's not costing me any more than $200. Whack them on, a nice bookshelf or display cabinet or frame or something. That would look sick. Like, they're wicked cards. Even if, you're not into flipping, I would be chuffed with that. So that's, by the way, this is recently sold. So this is up until last Thursday. So Thursday, 1st of July. So, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 or 5 SGC cards selling every day, minimum. If not more than that. Thursday was loads, Friday was a chunk. So that's great. Like, it's happening. So let's head over to Put Report. So just, and you're going to get bored of me going on about 1990 Marvel in a universe, but in total there's only 2,362 of these cards graded by SGC against, and I'll do a normal market update tomorrow or Sunday, against 8,339 of PSA. 448 are 10s, so actually a complete difference. So 3,264 for PSA 10s. So PSA 10s has got the most in terms of grading. SGC 10s there's 448 versus SGC 9.5 600, SGC 9 570. So does that tell you that they are grading harsher? I don't know. I can't answer that, but just interesting. So an SGC Pristine, which is like a black label BGS or whatever you want to call it, there's 2 of those, and they're going to be hella hard to get. Like, can you imagine getting a Pristine, something so old? Like, we're talking years and years. So yeah, wicked. And the other thing I just wanted to show you, just to give you a little sense, was my favourite set. I'm not biased. Oh, I did the wrong one. And this is really easy, guys. If you wanted to, and I haven't got 7 recent orders, I've just started playing around and just seeing what I can do. It's very easy to use. But if you just go to SGC website, Pop Report, type it in, search. So I want to look for Marvel Masterpieces. One there. Come on. That's better. So 1992 Marvel Masterpieces Skybox, apparently. There are a total 411 SGC cards graded. So I just wanted to see what the comparison was like. So 411 versus 1,438 PSA cards. So no Pristines yet, but 36 SGC 10s, 91 SGC 9.5. So if we go back to 10s here, it's close, but the majority are 10s or 9s. SGC, and I think this is really worth noting, guys. So SGC 10 there's less. There's less. So 36 SGC 10s in this set, 91 SGC 9.5s, and 126 9s. So the majority coming up as their 9 is crazy. So if you get a 10, you're laughing, I think. Let's have a quick look to check my facts. I don't think I've seen any sell, but please say I've spelled masterpieces right. So yeah, I talked about the 8.5 there. There you go. So 1992 Marvel Masterpieces Rogue SGC 10, $124.99. $124, sorry. So an SGC 10, and this is a learning process for me as well, guys. I've never used them. I plan to do a video on how to use them and do a complete kind of start to finish of it. But $124 for an SGC 10. I mean, versus PSA, again, it is a lot less. But that's pretty cool. Look at all these. So some of them don't even have Captain Britain, baby. I've got to get a collection going on Captain Britain. Oh yeah, did I mention it's coming home? Don't know if anyone follows European football, but and this is completely off topic, so if you get bored, I'm so sorry. But being British English, yeah, it's a big deal right now. We're through to the European Cup final, Euro 2020 Cup final against Italy on Sunday. So I am going to be either crying on Sunday or I will be absolutely hammered, and I will not be able to talk on Sunday. So it could be one or the other. So anyway, I'm buzzing, absolutely buzzing to be in the final. It's a big thing for us in England, especially like I played football when I was younger for a team for a long time. It's just part of our kind of culture. We love football, absolutely love football. It's huge. So why don't I collect football cards? I have no idea, or soccer, whatever you want to call it. I don't know really. Never thought about it. But anyway, SGC, good company. I'm going to do a separate video on them. Here's a few more that sold that weren't on the 130 point. You can see it's mainly, SGC 10 for Captain America 199. That's good. Like if you did send them in, think about it. If you've got a really good eye, you have to know exactly what you're doing. And it's hard. It is really hard. $30 to get it graded, maybe a month turnaround time at the moment, it seems like, for the standard, maybe longer than that. Getting back, you could be killing it, man. You could be killing it if you know exactly what you're doing. Got a centering tool. You've really looked over the cards. You can't just send them in willy-nilly. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. SGC 10. So, yeah, if you get the SGC 10, guys, I think you are onto a winner. And I've not previously said that. And I probably should have researched that before I said anything. But, even 9.5s are doing okay. But very interesting. And definitely I am looking at SGC for sure now. The time is right. Am I always going to be looking at SGC? No. I probably will revert back to PSA if they do open, and if I do ever get my cards back. I'm waiting on 3 separate submissions from a while ago, and I say a while ago, one's from last year, one's from start of this year, one's from maybe April as well. Anyway, so it is what it is, but they're my thoughts. I hope I've brought some value to some of you, but I definitely think it's worth looking into. Like, please do your own research as always. There's definite scope for, you know, just doing something different as well is quite nice. But with the, you know, grading companies, it's going to be a difficult one. I do worry, like, will SGC, because I'm seeing loads of people send in their cards to SGC, like, will they fold under the huge amount of cards that they're likely to get or are already getting? I do worry about that. But at the moment, seems fine. Like, I keep a bit of an eye on like updates and things like that, and all seems fine. So yeah, interesting, very, very interesting, as I always say. I hope you have a great weekend, guys. I thought I'd just jump on today just for a quick video and just discuss SGC. But yeah, definitely will do another video. I'm going to choose a card that I think will get good grade, and if it doesn't, I'll be okay. And yeah, actually just see what the whole process is about, because I haven't done it yet, and I think it will be a really, really cool content for you guys to see what I'm doing, how you do it, and kind of like a learn with me, because I think that's the best way, the best content to do is, like, I'm not being fake. I'm doing what I'm doing. You can see if it interests you. You can watch it. If you don't worry. But this is the point where please do like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Please do comment down below your thoughts on SGC. I mean, I have touched on it several times, and I've not always been positive. So yeah, but I think you need to look what's going on. Like, you need to open your eyes. But I'm not going to be set in my ways, and no, I'm always a PSA. Always PSA, but like, things change, markets change, and definite opportunity there. So yeah, please have a good weekend. Thanks for watching.